Hello everyone, welcome to the series of the lectures of Intermediate First Year Maths B. Myself, Sai Prasad, a lecturer in the Ahmedabad High School and the Junior College. Let's begin. As of now, we were doing different kinds of straight lines. We have studied different straight line equations. We have studied different forms, how to solve different straight lines. We have formed the locus, transformation of axis. Today, we are going to discuss the different exercise of the straight lines, that is, we are going to find the distances. That is, the distance formula. We have seen the different formulas such as the difference between 2 points. Now, we are going to study the distance between the point to the straight line and the distance between two straight lines. Let us see that, how to find. See here, let us assume there are two equations, that is L1 is equal to ax1, a1x plus b1y plus c1 equal to 0, and L2 is a2x plus b2y plus c2 equal to 0. Here, these are the two equations. This is L1 equal to 0 and this is one more L2 equal to 0. Now, what happens when these two L1 and L2 intersect? We have seen when L1 and L2, when the two different lines intersect, we get a point of intersection. We have found how to solve that point of intersection in our previous sessions. Yes, similarly, we have seen when more than two lines, that is, if there are three lines, if they intersect at a particular point, we have seen that that particular point is called as point of concurrency. Clear? Similarly, today we are going to discuss when two straight lines intersect at a point, at what angle do they intersect? What is the angle of measurement? Let us see that. See here. These are the two lines L1 and L2 equal. These are the two lines L1 and L2 is equal to 0. It makes an angle theta with the straight line. The first straight line makes an angle theta with the other straight line. Then how to find the theta? This is how we find out the value of theta. That is, the cos theta or the cosine of theta is given by modulus of a1 a2 plus b1 b2 by under root of a1 square plus b1 square into under root of a2 square plus b2 square, where a1 b1 are the coefficients of two straight lines. That is, a1 is the coefficient of x, b1 is the coefficient of y, a2 is the coefficient of x in the second line, b2 is the coefficient of y in the second line. Is it clear? Remember that we are not using the constants in finding the angle between two straight lines. Is it clear? From this we can conclude that, see here, if two angles are perpendicular, if two straight lines are perpendicular, let us assume the theta is 90. Okay, what is the value of cos 90? The cos 90 value itself is 0. Therefore, if two lines are perpendicular, we can conclude that if L1 is perpendicular to L2, that is, if L1 is perpendicular to L2, we can conclude that cos theta is 0. Is it okay? If cos theta is 0, what about the denominator? It goes towards the left hand side, therefore it becomes numerator is equal to 0. Is it clear? Is it okay? See here, we can conclude that if L1 is perpendicular to L2, we can write a1 a2 plus b1 b2 is equal to 0. Is it clear? a1 a2 plus b1 b2 it is equal to 0. There is a very most important thing which is mostly used in 2 marks question kind of things, and this is also important in the higher competitive exams such as MCET and everything, because this is a basic thing which we use in most of the problems, and this is the most basic thing in any geometry kind of things. We are discussing about the 2D straight lines. It can be mostly useful in the other kind of geometrical equations. Okay, now see here, one more kind is tangent of theta. That is, tan theta is equal to mod m1 minus m2 by 1 plus m1 m2, where m1 is the slope of the first line, m2 is the slope of the second line. Is it okay? This is how we find the angle between two straight lines by using cos theta and tan theta. Okay, see here, even though here also we can write a condition like tan theta equal to m1 minus m2 by 1 plus m1 m2 if both the lines are perpendicular. What about tan theta? That is tan 90. What about tan 90? It will be infinity. Is it clear? Which means the denominator has to be 0. Let us do that. Let us make this denominator as 0. 1 plus m1 m2. If tan theta is equal to infinity, then 1 plus m1 m2 will be equal to 0. Let us send this one that side. What it will become? m1 m2 is equal to -1. We have seen this condition somewhere, right? Yes or no? When we discussed about slopes, we have concluded that when two lines are parallel, then their slopes are equal, and if the two lines are perpendicular, then the product of their slopes is equal to -1. This is the condition which we have discussed before, right? Similarly, this can also be deduced from this tan theta equation, I mean tan theta formula of a angle between two lines. Is it okay? Now let us go to next formula, that is the perpendicular distance from a point P to the equation. That is, he is asking us to remember the formula of perpendicular distance from a point P of x1 comma y1 to an equation L is equal to 0. Okay, see here, we already told that the distance from a point to straight line is always a perpendicular distance. Again, let me remind, a distance from a point to a straight line is always a perpendicular distance, because other distance cannot be a shortest form. It can be of many other forms, but the perpendicular distance is the shortest distance, and it is the actual distance between a point to the straight line. Is it okay? Let us write the formula. See here, there is a formula where ax plus by plus c equal to 0 is the equation of a straight line, and p of x1 comma y1 is a point from which we have to find the distance to this line, and this is the formula ax1 plus by1 plus c by under root a square plus b square. See here, it is clearly mentioned that substitute this point in this and find the modulus of that, that is find the square root of a and b and square it. Okay, is it clear? This is the perpendicular distance formula. Now let us see what happens if this perpendicular distance is origin. See here, this is 0 comma 0. What happens to it? Then we can write it as the perpendicular distance from origin to given equation. What are the given equation? Let us have the equation as ax plus by plus c equal to 0. What is the distance? We have to substitute in this ax1 plus by1 plus c, that is a into 0 plus b into 0 plus c, which becomes mod c by under root a square plus b square. Is it clear? There is a direct formula, that is the formula of a perpendicular distance from origin to the straight line. Is it clear? Shall we move on to the next? Done. See here, the third formula, and it is very simple to remember. Before going to this, we have to discuss a few concepts or a simple concept about parallel lines. We have already discussed that the slopes of a parallel lines are always equal, right? That is, see here, if ax plus by plus c equal to 0 is a first line, then the second line should be also consists of the same coefficient of x and y, and by differing a constant some c2. Okay, remember once again, see here, we have discussed in the before, right? If there is no constant, the equation passes through center. Similarly, there is one more concept, that if the coefficients of x and y are equal and the constants are different, then the both lines are said to be parallel. How can we conclude that? Is the slope of the first line, that is m1 minus a by b, and the slope of second line m2 minus a by b are always equal, right? Only when x coefficient and the y coefficients are equal by varying with a constant. Is it clear? Once again, see here, two lines are said to be parallel if the coefficients of x and y are equal and constants are different. Okay, then how to find the distance between these two parallel lines, that is L1 and L2? That is, there is a formula given by two parallel lines where C1 is the constant of the first line and C2 is the constant of the second line. It is given by mod C1 minus C2 by under root of a square plus b square. Is it okay? Done. See here, we can observe that there is a modulus in every formula. Yes or no? Why modulus? I have been telling this from the first class. Wherever there is a measurement of length, area, distance or whatever, if it is a measurement, it cannot be negative. It is a purely a physical quantity. Okay, so that's why we always put it in a modulus. Even there is a negative term, it converts it to be positive term. Is it okay? Done. Now let us do few problems on this. Okay. The questions given here as find the angle between, there are two lines are given. We can find in different way, either in the cos or in the form of tan. Let us write the two equations, that is 3x plus 5y minus 7 equal to 0. Let us bring that 7 to this side. Similarly, 2x minus y plus 4 is equal to 0. See here, it has to be in the form of ax plus by plus c equal to 0. What is a1 here? a1 is 3, b1, that is coefficient of y of the first line, that is 5, c is minus 7. Similarly, a2, b2 and c2. Okay, let us write a2 is equal to 2, b2 is equal to, see here it is minus y, that is coefficient of y is minus 1, and coefficient of this is c1 and this is c2, this is 4. Okay, what is the formula of angle between two straight lines, that is either cos theta or tan theta? Let us find using cos theta formula. What is cos theta? a1 a2 plus b1 b2 by under root a1 square plus b1 square under root a2 square plus b2 square. Is it okay? Clear? Now let us substitute everything in the given formula. What is a1 here? 3. Let us substitute that. That is mod 3 into 2 plus 5 into minus 1 by divided by, we have to substitute the values of under root a1 square plus b1 square, that is 3 square plus 5 square into under root of a2 square plus b2 square, that is 2 square plus minus 1 whole square. Is it clear? Now let us substitute that. 3 2s are 6, 5 1s are 5 by under root 3 square is 9, 5 square is 25, 25 plus 9 is 34 into under root of 2 square is 4 plus 1 is 5. 6 minus 5 is mod 1 under root 34 into 5, which is 1 by root 170. Is it clear? This is the value of cos theta. Then theta is equal to cos inverse 1 by root 170. Is it clear? Remember, most of the people we have seen is they will directly write the cos theta value and they will stop there, and they will not write the value of angle. This might lose 1 mark for this. Okay, if this question carries 2 marks, see here, one is if you write the formula and one more is if you write the answer. Since the answer is not to find the cos theta, the answer is to find the angle, which is cos inverse of 1 by root 170. Is it clear? That has to be done. Is it clear? This is how we find the angle between two straight lines. Now let us do, see here, the second question is given as find the k if the angle between these two lines is 45. We can do it in any form, whether it is in the cos theta or tan theta. We can solve in both the equations, whether we can directly substitute in the formula. Okay, let us do that. See here, the second equation given here, it is two equations, that is the first equation is 4x minus y plus 7, second equation is this, and the angle is given as 45. Let us substitute directly in the value of cos theta. Let us write what are the values of a1, b1, a2 and b2. What is a1 here? 4. What is b1? Minus 1. c1 is 7. Is it clear? And let us write the values of a2, b2 and c2. What is a2? K. What is b2? Minus 5. c2 is minus 9. Is it okay? The angle itself is given as 45. Let us substitute in that. Cos 45 is equal to a1 a2 plus b1 b2, right? Hope you remember the formula. a1 a2 plus b1 b2 by under root a1 square plus b1 square, that is 4 square plus minus 1 ka square, and a2 square plus b2 square, k square plus minus 5 whole square. Is it clear? What is the value of cos 45? 1 by root 2. 1 by root 2 is equal to mod 4k minus into minus plus 5 by under root 16 plus 1, that is 17 into under root of k square plus 25. Let us cross multiply and simplify what we are going to get. Let us square it and cross multiply. If we square it on both sides and cross multiply, we get 17 into k square plus 25, that is equal to 2 into 4k plus 5 whole square. Let us simplify this. 17 into k square plus 425, that is equal to 2 into 4k plus 5 ka whole square, that is a plus b whole square. 4k square is 16k square plus 5 square is 25 plus 2 into 4k into 5, 2 4s are 8, 8 5s are 40k. Now let us simplify and bring everything to one side. Here it is 17k square plus 425 is equal to 2 into 16 is 32k square plus 2 into 25 is 50 plus 2 into 40 is 80k. Let us transform everything to one side. 32 minus 17 is, here it is 15k square, and 80k, there is only one 80k. 50 minus 425, how much will it be? 375. Let us factorize it. 15, 80, 375. We can take the 5 table as common, right? Let us take it. If we take 5 as common, we get 3k square plus, in 5 table how much we will get? 80, 16k minus, in 5 table how to find 375 is 63 equal to 0. We get 3k square plus 16k minus, we get it as minus 75. If we send this 5 that side, and we will remain with the equation. Now we have to factorize this. 75 3s are, see here, once again I am reminding you, who all don't know how to factorize it, you can learn from, at least from this time. 75 into 3, let us find different factors for that. 75 into 3, let us find that. It becomes 15 into 5 into 3, right? 15 5s are 75 into 3. Now add or subtract or do something so that you get 16. Is there any chance of getting 16 there? Let us see. 15 plus 5, 20, 20 plus 3, no. Or 15 3s are 45, 45 plus 5, no chance. 55 3s are 15, 15 plus 15, no, we are not getting 16. Let us find in more precise way. 5 into 3 into 5 into 3. Let us do that. 5 3s are 15, 15 5s are okay, we didn't get that. 5 5s are 25, 3 3s are 9, 25 minus 9, we are getting 16. Okay, therefore we can write it as 25 into 9. Is it clear? Now let us subtract that. 3k square plus 25k minus 9k minus 75 is equal to 0. Okay, now we can take k common from the first two terms, and we can take 3 common from the next two terms. Let us do that. Let us take k common in the first two terms, that is k into 3k. Here 3k is left, k is already done, we are left with 3k plus, here k is already done, we are left with 25 plus 25. See here there are two negative terms, so we can take minus 3 as common, then we get 3k plus 25. See here 3k plus 25, 3k plus 25 are common, therefore we can take 3k plus 25 as common, and we can write k minus 3 is equal to 0. Therefore we can write k is either 3 or minus 25 by 3. This is my answer. Is it clear? This is how we find the value of k if the angle between two straight lines is given. This is also one of the important questions for 2 marks. Okay, hope everything is clear for today. Let us discuss few more concepts of straight lines in the next session. Thank you.